So if your business sells products through retailers, you've almost certainly heard the letters GDSN, usually because a major partner is now mandating it. But what is it really? In this explainer, we're going to break down the global data synchronization network and turn it from a confusing requirement into one of the most powerful tools in your playbook. All right, let's get into it. First, we'll tackle the core problem that GDSN solves, the surprisingly high cost of bad data. Then we'll define what the network actually is and how it all works under the hood. We'll decode the key lingo you need to know, walk through how you can get started, and finally, tie it all together to show you the massive business payoff.
So before we can really appreciate GDSN, you've got to understand the absolute chaos it was designed to clean up.
I want you to really think about this for a second. Somewhere between your warehouse and your customer's shopping cart, there's a hidden cost, a point of friction that almost always boils down to one simple thing: bad product data.
For decades, this is how things worked. And honestly, it was a mess. We're talking spreadsheets being emailed back and forth, dusty old paper catalogs, and, the worst part, a different custom-built online portal for every single retailer you work with. Each one wanted a different format, a different process, and let me tell you, it wasn't just inefficient, it was a recipe for disaster. The data was basically outdated the second you hit send.
And the consequences of that bad data? They're serious. It leads directly to lost sales because your e-commerce listings are wrong. It causes failed shipments because the warehouse has the wrong dimensions or weights. You even get mislabeled products on store shelves. But the real killer for a supplier? All of this erodes retailer confidence. And that leads to lost contracts. This isn't theoretical. It's a real, measurable drain on the business.
So this is exactly the problem that GDSN was built to solve. And it's not some temporary Band-Aid fix. It's a permanent, global infrastructure designed to bring order to this data chaos for good.
So what is it officially? The GDSN is the world's largest product data network. That's a big title, but its mission is simple: to make it possible for any company, anywhere in the world, to share one set of high-quality, trusted product information with all of their trading partners. It creates a single source of truth that everyone can rely on.
And just to give you a sense of scale, this thing is huge. It started back in 2004 with around 74,000 products. Fast forward to today, and the network is handling data for over 40 million items, connecting nearly 70,000 companies across the globe. This isn't some experimental system. It is the proven stable standard for global commerce.
Okay, so we get the what and the why, but how does this whole network actually work? Let's peel back the layers and look at the mechanics.
The entire system really boils down to two main building blocks that work in perfect harmony: certified data pools and the one and only GS1 Global Registry. Now, the easiest way to think about this is with a simple analogy. Your data pool is like a secure bank vault for your data. It's a service where you deposit, manage, and protect all of your valuable product information. The GS1 Global Registry, on the other hand, is like the network's central phone book or yellow pages. It doesn't actually hold any of your data, but it knows exactly which data bank holds the information for every single product in the system.
So here's how that data gets from you to your retail partner in 5 simple steps. 1. You load your product data into your data pool. 2. Your pool automatically registers the item with the Global Registry. 3. A retailer, using their own data pool, subscribes to get your data. 4. Your pool sees that subscription and automatically publishes the data over to the retailer's pool. And 5. The retailer system sends back a confirmation so you know they got it. It's all automated, secure, and completely traceable.
Now, to really use the network, you've got to speak the language. So let's quickly run through the essential terms you're going to hear all the time.
First up, the Global Location Number, or GLN. This is simple. It's the who. It's a unique 13-digit ID that identifies a specific company, a warehouse, or even an individual store. It's like a unique business address for every player in the supply chain.
Next, we have the Global Trade Item Number, or GTIN. This is the what. You probably know it as the UPC barcode number on pretty much every product you've ever bought. It's the unique ID for a specific item, whether it's a single can of soup, a case of 12 cans, or a whole pallet of cases.
So, if you only remember 2 things from this section, make it this. GTIN identifies the product, the what. GLN identifies the company or location, the who. What and who. It's that simple, but getting it right is absolutely fundamental to everything on the GDSN.
And finally, there's Global Product Classification, or GPC. The best way to think of this is like a universal filing system for every product in the world. It makes sure that when you classify a product as, say, a carbonated soft drink, your trading partner on the other side of the world understands that category in exactly the same way. Everyone is sorting their products onto the same digital shelf.
And all of these identifiers are attached to attributes. This is the actual data payload. This is the stuff your partners really care about. The brand name, the height, width, and depth for logistics, the gross weight for shipping, and that GPC code we just talked about. These are just a few of the core pieces of information that make up a complete, high-quality product record.
Okay, enough theory. Let's get down to brass tacks. You've just received a mandate from a major retailer. What are the actual practical steps to get your business onto the GDSN?
All right, listen up, because this is one of the most important things to know right from the start. You have a choice. The entire network is built to be interoperable, which means you can pick any certified data pool you want. It doesn't matter who your retailers use. This puts the power in your hands to find the absolute best partner for your specific business.
So, how do you choose? Here's a quick 4-step playbook. 1. Compare providers and find one that really gets your industry. 2. Dig into the pricing. Models can vary a lot. 3. Look at their actual platform. Is it easy to use? Does it fit your needs? And 4, and trust me, this one is huge, investigate their support. You want a real partner who will help you succeed, not just another software vendor. Once you have a partner, it's trying to get your data into their system. And the good news is, any quality provider will give you flexible options. Whether you're running a sophisticated system that can output XML files, or you just need a simple spreadsheet template to get started, there's a path for you to get your data loaded, validated, and ready to go.
Okay, we have covered the problem, the solution, the mechanics, and the path to get started. Now, let's bring it all home and answer the most important question. Why does any of this matter to your bottom line? This right here is the key mindset shift. GDSN is not just another compliance checkbox you have to tick for a retailer. When you do it right, you transform your product data from a nagging, costly burden into a genuine strategic advantage that will help you win in the market.
And the payoff is real and it's tangible. High-quality data means you get new products to market faster. It means you drastically reduce order errors and costly product returns because your logistics data is perfect. This boosts your entire supply chain's efficiency, which leads directly to increased sales and, maybe most importantly, builds stronger, more trusted relationships with your trading partners, all while guaranteeing you're compliant today and in the future.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one question to take back to your team. Right now, today, is your product data a strategic asset that's driving your business forward, or is it a hidden liability, quietly costing you money, sales, and trust? With GDSN, you have the power to make sure it's the former.